Hey guys, welcome to Code Orbit. And today is day 4 of doing code forces until I reach the Grandmaster level. So today's problem is called the next round, and the statement is as follows. Contestant who earns a score equal to or greater than the kth place finisher score will advance to the next round as long as the contestant earns a positive score. Total of n participants took the part in the contest and is greater than equal to k, which means that uh, if the fifth position participant is K is equal to 5, then the number of participants would be greater than or equal to 5. And you already know their scores. Calculate how many participants will advance to the next round. And here is our input. In the input, we need to take first line of input containing two integers n and k and separated by a single space, and there the range is given that maximum is 50. Now the second line space n space integer contains A1, A2, A3, AN up to 100, where AI is the score earned by participants. So basically, it is like an array from 0 up to 100. And A of ith position is the score earned by the participants who got the ith place. The given sequence is non-increasing, that is for all I from 1 to n minus 1, the following condition is fulfilled. That A of ith position is greater than or equal to A of ith plus 1. Okay, so it is saying that it is a non-increasing sequence like from index 1, if it has 10, then 9, then 8, then it will only decrease, not increase. So let's move on to the problem, what it says. So it says that, let's say we are given an array, and in array of marks, let's say 20, 30, let's say 15, because the array is non-increasing, 12, 10, 6, 1. And now it is saying that we will be given two input, one is n and one is k. So what is n? N will be the size of the array, which means how many marks of students are given. Let's say here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So n is 6. And k is the position of the student for which we have to check. Let's say k is here, let's say 4. So k4 means the fourth position, like here. This is the kth student, and we need to compare for this. Now, the problem is saying that we need to output, their output is given, output the number of participants who advance to the next round. And advancing to the next round only happens when you have the score which is greater than or equal to kth place finisher score. Let's say kth student have the score 10. So you will only advance if your score is greater than or equal to 10. So let's see which is greater than equal to 10, 20, 15, 12, and the 10 itself. So there are um, four people, four people that have score greater than or equal to 10. So we need to output that. Now, one thing why I'm saying that the indexing here starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we will be given kth position, let's say fourth position. But in our array, let's say element containing 10, 2, 3, it starts from 0, 1, 2. So if we are given, let's say, second position, k is equal to 2. But in our array, it will be minus 1 because let's say second position, which element is the second position? This one. But its index is of 1. So it will, the element we need to access will always be of minus 1, array of k minus 1. Now applying this logic, we can code our problem. Let's say go to our problem. Here we will get the boilerplate code. And now let's take an integer n comma 3. Now we will take the input. First we will take n, and then we will take k. And now what I will do is, since n is the size of array, n equals size of array, we'll create an array, let's say A of n size. Uh, okay, yeah. Or you can also you may just go here and you can also define an array because the limit is given. You can just say 100 because it will be always inside this 100 range. Yeah, so this is there. And now what you're going to do is you will take input for each array and n will be used here. And what you are going to do is just say a array of I. Mm, okay, sorry. I will first take input at the add position of our array. Now, we need to keep a count, like we need to count for how many people have greater than or equal to score at the person at K position. So what I'm going to do is just say initialize a count variable and then another for loop which will start from 0 and which will go up to n I plus plus. Now remember our condition. What was our condition? That number of students marks greater or equal to kth position. So what we are going to do is if array of I is greater than or equal to the array position of k. Now remember k here is always less than 1 in our array because it starts from 0. So we'll just do k minus 1. Or what you can also do is start your array. You can also do is start maybe give it 101 and start it from 1 and up to n equal to n. Yeah. So you can also do that, but let's keep it this way. So if it is greater than or equal to k minus 1, we will simply say count plus plus. And at last we will output the count value. Yeah. So now I will use my extension to examine the test cases. Here I will copy this all and the output is 6, expected output 6. And let's run this and see if it is working properly. Okay, so yeah, you guys can see that our code was successfully run. And but for being completely sure, I will run this one also. And for this one, the output is 0. Yeah, because all students have gotten 0 marks, so nobody has passed the criteria. Okay. Oh yeah. Now you guys can see that there is an error for 0, 0, and 0, 0. Nobody got a birthday score, but it is still outputting 4. So what we are gonna do is that we'll also uh, make another condition that array of I should be greater than 0. Okay. Now if I run again, yeah, so it is passed now. So yeah, look guys, these are the things that whenever we solve a problem, we will run into some edge cases or uh, exceptions, so we also need to look out for that. So here was a point to note that uh, array of I should be greater than 0. Another condition. So these uh, things happen since I'm also a beginner, and so that's why this extension is very important. Here you can just enter your code and see the output, and before submitting it on the code process, I will completely copy it and just go to the submit section here, and I will submit it here. Now, wait for it to verify and submit. Let's see if there is any other error in this. Okay. So yeah, you guys can see that our problem was accepted successfully. And so yeah, the one thing that we forgot was that every uh, marks of student should also be greater than 0. So yeah, that was it for today's video, guys. And thank you for watching. And so thank you and bye bye.